Oh, why do I always do that? I need to put a hat on. Hold on. Okay. I have a hat on now, so oh my god, that looks even more ridiculous than no hair. But Jesus, I have to just deal with it. Hello, hello, hello. That's right. You're not hallucinating. You're getting a double dose this week. Yes. Why? Because you guys, Kate Spade supposedly just committed suicide. Say what? Say what? It's crazy, right? So, we have learned that with the Robin Williams suicide, he was always struggling with depression, and his family members even knew about it. So, there's not much to go about that. But the terrible thing about suicide, let me tell you all that are watching to help prevent it. Oh, I just got a notification that I'm on. Well, great, I got a notification for myself. So, hey, anyone who's joining in for this late hour, yeah, that's right. There's a double dose. It looks like it's a repeat. But y'all, I enjoy you so much. Thank you. I have a Kate Spade purse, and I don't know if many of you out there do, but Kate Spade has been an influence in high-end fashion forever. And I just felt really compelled to come on here for you, and I'm thinking it's maybe because Kate Spade has some things to say. As they all do. We will end this tonight with I'm great. How are y'all? We will end this tonight with a nice candlelight Virgil for her so that she can go see the light. If, in fact, she did commit the suicide, then we want to make sure that she doesn't become a lost soul. So here's a little bit of tea that I learned from my fairy queen. To get a little deep and personal, I have struggled with thoughts of suicide myself. Oh my god, my hair, I look like alfalfa. Hi y'all, I am good. I hope y'all are good. And I hope y'all voted. Oh, that's what am I? I hope you guys voted, and, gosh, don't you hate when you just get something in your eye and you just can't get it out? Maybe I should just, you know what I need to do? Swear to God, it's on Thursday, when I come home and I have my day off, you know what I'm gonna do? I vow to myself, I'm gonna clean, my apartment. For all my LGBTQs, ARSs or whatever, happy Pride Month too, I forgot to mention that. But let that rainbow flag fly wherever. If you're an ally, which you must be if you're tuning into me, thank you. The world is so crazy, and judging people based on what they are sexually is a little ridiculous, right? Hi, Ty William. Oh, Ty William, you're so cute. I'm doing a lot better, you guys, about Merlin. I haven't cried about him in a while, and I'm saving him as my reserve for when I go on auditions and I have to think about a sad thing and I have to cry on cue, which is going to be. So Kate Spade, that's why we're here. And I felt really compelled to do this. I mean, I was just having a nightcap. I did a little wine thing with my friends. I was, and it just feels like we need to talk about her. Now, I don't know if any of y'all have a Kate Spade purse, which if you do, it means the value on that's going to go way up, like an Alexander McQueen, right? Well, I'm great, Mrs. Diva. I'm kind of thinking it is a murder because literally I am here tonight with a supreme circumstance. Oh, God, this drives me nuts. I'm so sorry, of course. With a supreme circumstance that we need to talk about it. And since I dabble in the other side a lot, I feel like she's got some things to communicate, and the fairies want to help make things clear. With Robin Williams, as we learned, various family members knew how depressed he was, and I guess they just kind of always thought, he was like the boy who cried suicide, and cool. But I think on her end, I just don't. So they mentioned a red scarf. Okay, well, thank you for telling me before the reading, so I can cheat. Just kidding. Yes. So I don't know. I'm here tonight to also light a vigil. Trista will be sure that she sees her to the light because I was told a long time ago by my fairy folk My fairy queen, which is funny, her name is Esmeralda, and she's not Latina. I always thought Esmeralda was a Latina name, but it's not. She's all white and blonde. She kind of looks like the Queen of Narnia, but like a lot softer, because she's got blonde hair and blue eyes. Beside the point, Esmeralda told me the very first time I tried to commit suicide, which stemmed from an argument I had with my father, get to know your psychic, but she told me that I couldn't do that, because I came here from the fairy realm as a volunteer, so, um, if you commit suicide, everybody, don't do it, because you become a lost soul. And the thing that she told me about lost souls is that no entity, I think, other than the creators themselves, can go back and save you. But again, you just kind of join these floating souls that just kind of don't have any cognizance. They just, like it's like Saturn, like the rings of Saturn, like what I mean. They're just kind of these like asteroids with no purpose because they gave up. Because every human life, even if you weren't from like magic, like I am, we're all here for a reason, and we're all here to learn a lesson, and that's what the purpose is of human life: to experience it, to learn lessons that we have to, and go back to whatever plane of existence that we want to. A lot of people reincarnate a lot. Okay, we're so segueing. But all I'm saying is that the fairies told me a long time ago, and even recently, because I was a little depressed during my birthday, and I just said, I wish I could commit suicide. Sorry. But it means, like, I just wish that, like, I could just walk out and someone would shoot me in the head or something, like, not like I would do it myself. And they told me that if I did do that, that I would fail in the process, rack up medical bills that I couldn't afford, and that all my friends would feel really upset because I didn't tell them. So that's the thing. It's like when people tell me like to go see a therapist or to get read by someone else, no, they're always talking to me and telling me to shut up when I need to shut up. So they basically shut that down and gave me a lovely birthday. But they basically said to me that I will not die until my mission is accomplished. When I think about it, that makes a lot of sense because there are times, y'all, I literally should probably be dead. I mean, I've gone to bank tellers in random cities at 3 o'clock in the morning. I've gone to 7-Elevens with very nefarious people. I've almost ridden a ride at Disneyland and didn't, so... Ugh. So, I'm here for a while, and I guess according to the fairy folk, I can't finish. I won't finish. I mean, I won't die until I finish. Which probably, makes for how healthy I am despite my nostrils. Sorry. Anyway, back to Kate Spade. That's why we're here. It is something that is rocking this world, and something about this is propelling me to investigate it now, as tipsy as I am. So grab a cocktail, because this is the me true Hollywood story. That's what I'm gonna start calling my segments, because it's me doing it. And if any of you are as old as I am in real life, y'all remember the true Hollywood stories, and those were so good. And I wish you could just buy them on DVD or Blu-ray. Like, I would buy all the ones that I love. Like, I love the Bewitched one, I love the 90210 one, I love the Saved by the Bell one, I love the Boy George one, I love the Whitney one. Like, I loved all the true Hollywood stories. They were so good, right? And it was actually from Bewitched, true Hollywood story, that I learned how to twitch my nose, because at the end, the closing credits, the guy points out, and if you go back and watch Bewitched, you see how lazy she would be sometimes and would just kind of make you mad. But she never moved her nose. She literally would just move her upper lip, and her nose kind of looked like it moved, but it never really did. It was never a actual nose twitch. It was literally her upper lip, which would make more sense, because unless you're one of those people that can move your ears and bend your thumb backwards or whatever, how can you have any control of this big ass thing? Because it's a bone, right? You can't really twitch a bone. I mean, there are men that can, like, flop their ding-dongs up and down, but that's because there is no bone there. So some men just have enough blood vessels flowing through their veins that they can, you guys know. Yeah, I can't stop doing it now. Oh gosh. Anyway, so in the true Hollywood story of Bewitched, I found out that if you just can figure out how to move your upper lip, kind of like a bunny, that was the Bewitched twitch. So when you do it, it's like, this. You guys have seen me do it, especially if you look at old episodes with me. And, if I get a little ear, and so in the true Hollywood story, the trick that I learned was this: she moved her upper lip. So when you want to do the twitch, you just have to do this. See, like And I love when I do that and people notice that it's Bewitched, and I hate when people tell me I'm a rabbit. I'm like, no. Especially because my name is Little, so I always say that Stuart Little is my cousin, and that's only because I want people to get my name right. Anyway, so if you watch the shows, actually, sometimes she's so lazy in it that she'll just go, and that's it. But you don't tune in on it because you're so caught up in the show and like the music and stuff. It literally is just a rapid upper lip movement, which is just like, see? Like, I should probably write a remake of Bewitched and be like her long lost grandson or something. Whatever. But that's it. So consequently, though, I did that because consequently, hi, Mary. Oh my God, you guys are so cute. So the reason why I did learn to Twitch was that I got so frustrated because I was like, I want to learn how to do that. And it is kind of hard to do it. And so I got so frustrated by looking in the mirror once after the third time of watching the Charlotte story that I was like, I am never going to learn how to do this. And I'm looking at myself in the mirror just like I am right now with y'all. And I'm like, ugh. I'm like, oh my God, I did it. So consequently, if I happen to twitch my nose, I have this fun pun where I say, don't twitch me off, because most of the time when the twitch occurs, it's a natural habit where if I hear something I don't like, or if I get upset about something, I naturally just have a tendency that, like, let's say you call me fat or something, and I'm like, oh, you think I'm fat? Well, that's just charming. And then the twitch comes. Sometimes also, like, if you ask me a question like, what's 47 times 238? Yeah, I'll go, and I'll do it a lot because it's kind of like my busy signal because I can't think of an answer. So it's two things. Or when someone asks me to do it. Anyway, back to the Me True Hollywood Story. These are going to be the segments where I start divulging and go back in time and really take a look at something. You're all here for Kate Spade, so I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of blah, blah, blah. But you just learned the secret of the Samantha Stevens twitch. So if you want to practice at home, remember it's an upper lip movement. And if you're somehow able to just kind of move it fast enough, it does trick people into thinking that you're twitching your nose. I mean, so many people are like, don't twitch your nose at me. And I'm like, well, technically I'm not twitching my nose. It's just a... See? Isn't that cute? Isn't that fun? In fact, some people, when they're hanging out with me so much, they actually try to pick it up as a tendency. You know what's up? Oh, that was just something to pop my ears. You know what's so fun about me is that a lot of times I hang out with a lot of masculine gays, and then they end up becoming more gay than me because everybody wants to be gay, right? Right. And also, I will apologize up front. I've been noticing that on these I get a little ghetto. I mean, not ghetto, like, in a bad way, but I kind of get all, like, soul sistery with y'all, and that's just a mixed blend of True Blood, City Stackhouse, and the fact that I just think there is a southern soul to me, and I just love it. And you know, I was actually telling one of my clients that me and black women have a natural simpatico because I think we both walk the same path. Black women have to walk a path of fighting the misogynistic nature of black male culture. So they do so, and they express it in various ways. So I think oftentimes with strong black women, oh, I'm so sorry. It's just because my ears, you know, you just can't get that ear to pop. Huh. Anyway, I think with strong black women, you know, we share the same. Like, we're like soul sisters. Like, I'm sashaying down my Mary Poppins bag, and you're wearing, oh, Stephanie, hello, girl. So, you know, I think there's a natural kindred spirit with me and black women, and I feel like that's why I'm always soul sister with y'all. So I love y'all because we're the same. And Storm was always, how do you unplug your ears? Hello, Sean and everyone. Oh, great. Okay, so let's just get to the tea because this is just for Kate Spade. Also, I will close with a monologue. Swallow. Yeah, you're right. I should swallow. Let me drink more of my cocktail. Like, it literally feels like I have chlorine in there, or like water, but I don't have. It'll be fine. I'll just sleep it off. Anyway, Kate Spade. So, thank you. sight fairies that come to me, heal my sight, give me the gift of your... Okay. A little bit of fairy magic. I kind of sometimes heal myself, and I can heal you. Right. Kate Spade. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I don't think it was a suicide. And that's why we're here to find out. And I'm here tonight with my alfalfa hair. I'm here tonight. Oh, it is a cough drop. Oh, I have one. I'll do that. Oh, you know what? I have Tiger's Balm. Give me a second. I know exactly what I'm going to do. You don't use Tiger's Balm? It is like icy hot, but better because it's got natural ingredients, and I really like channeling the insides of my ancestors. Yeah, 2 days in a row, right? Again, that's just because I think that there's something that needs to be discovered. Oh, actually, my neck hurts too. So I'm gonna just do the whole thing. The temples. Tiger's Balm is a great thing that this producer gave to me on set because I had the headache that just wouldn't quit. So she gave me this whole like, oh, Tiger's Balm, it works. It really opens you up. I'm like, okay, so we're gonna let myself open up. Ooh, and it has a natural like high and scent to it. And it just opens different passages, and hopefully it'll just cure that. The only thing they said is don't let it touch your eyes, and I'm probably assuming you're doing so, but guess what? I got aloe vera hand sanitizer for that. So yeah, why am I here is because Kate Spade, instantly actually, so Tiger's Balm, you guys, is the shit. The literal shit. It's like, woo! It clears up your nasal passages even. Like, look at how I just stopped. It's like literally the best. Hi, y'all. Yeah, 2 days in a row. Maybe even tomorrow, because my sex date might not. Whatever. Probably not tomorrow. But I am here because, yeah, and it's because if any of you all live in California or Los Angeles, it's hot, it's cold. Mama Nature just needs to make up her damn mind. But whatever. Okay. So, we are here for Kate Spade. Does everybody know who she is? I assume so. It's interesting too that the show debuted called Dietland, which I have on my DVR. I use Zyrtec D2 every day, but sometimes you're just the ear thing. I don't know. Anyway, maybe it's the show Dietland that might have propelled her, but I just don't think she committed suicide. This is what I really don't think. I think that this is an act of foul play. Intriguingly enough, I'm here tonight because I just was lying in bed about to watch some TV, and I couldn't not. So, what did I have to do? Also, in a way, in pushing y'all to maybe go see the Mean Girls musical, if you're in New York and you get a chance to see it, now, I would do it now. It got nominated for 7 Tonys, Best Musical, Tina favorite of the book, and I don't know how many musical buffs I have out there, but, I mean, yes, it's nothing like Legally Blonde, if you loved Legally Blonde, which I did. But I'm curious to see what it's going to do, because in each transition from movie to stage, every time the musical puts it to a musical, they always add a song, and, well, they add songs, but they also change the storyline to somehow match the theme of it. So, for example, if any of you don't know this, Hairspray, the original movie directed by John Waters, Tracy Turnblad apparently wins. I never saw it, it just looked whatever. But Tracy Turnblad apparently wins Miss Hairspray. You know how she's up for the award and then whatever. But in the musical adaptation, they give it to little black girl Inez, which makes so much more sense. But in the original, it was Tracy who won. In Legally Blonde, if you're a fan of both the movie and the musical, in the movie, Elle Woods rejects Mr. Callahan's, sexual advances, but Vivian is the one who sees it, and Vivian's what turns on her, and then it takes that mean woman teacher to like kind of be like, oh, well, you need to go back to school. In the musical, which made it even more endearing, I think I did cry, but I cried at everything. Especially if you have not been watching Grace, continue to do so. It is like The Simpsons. I will continue to watch it. Would I do Aaron Hernandez, please, one day? Okay. And Lucille Ball. Sure. I don't know what to do about Lucille Ball, but sure. Anyway, so with the musical version, it's Vivian and Warner that see her, but Warner like walks away when Caroline first touches her and goes, "I should have never dated that classless whore." But then Vivian is the one who stays as Warner walks off stage, and she sees when Elvis goes, "No." So in the musical version of Legally Blonde, it's Vivian who like pops out of a fucking closet and says, "You're not going anywhere. I didn't like you, and now you're gonna be my best friend, and you're gonna finish law school." Doesn't that make it more better? Like the bond of sisterhood and against men that want to use sexual advances, like the Me Too before there was a Me Too, you know. Um, I don't know why nobody's making Elle Woods posters because she would never stand up for that, stick up for that, stand for that, stand for that. So in the Mean Girls musical, if any of you are a fan of the movie, which I think a lot of people are, Tina Fey wrote the book, meaning, and most of the times musicals, there's always someone who writes the story of it, meaning they're writing the dialogue, and then they hire people to write the songs. So it'd be like her hiring Alan Menken, but she's doing all the dialogue. So like in all those Disney musicals, Alan Menken doesn't write anything more than the score, and they have a writer to do that, and they have storyboard artists to draw it. So, Kate Spade. Oh my, you give me everything. God, Ty Williams, you were on it. Thank you. So, in the Mean Girls version, musical, it sounds like Katie actually jumps ship from Janice and Ian, Damien, and actually becomes a plastic and is attracted to them and wants to be friends with them. Then she gets betrayed by Regina for Aaron, and then she gets all mad about it. So then they start to hatch a plan to take Regina down, and they do the whole cracking Gretchen Wieners and whatever. Then it seems like Regina and Katie have a standoff, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, Katie, you're the new Queen Bee." Would I ever do Broadway? I don't have a voice that's good enough for that. I mean, I am writing a Britney Spears inspired musical called Lucky, and I did write myself a part in a small health scene. But I don't know if my voice is good enough for that, and I don't know if I could dance that much. I'm a little old now, and I don't do all the pirouettes and stuff. So it would be, if I did, it would have to be very much like Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth, where like they were in the musical, but they didn't have to do a lot of choreography. You know what I mean? Like all the dancers had to do that. Like literally, most of Wicked is just the two of them standing in the same room when everyone's just twirling around them, like kind of the way that Britney Spears dances, you know. So if I did, thank you. I would probably do that. But also, I have to go move to New York, and I just can't imagine doing that. And it's a much harder and different scene. And again, my voice, they do hire mostly on vocal talent, and my voice isn't carried. I am much more suited for getting hired by Paramount Studios and working at Star Wagon and, getting nominated for an Emmy and being in your favorite TV show. And actually, hopefully, if my pilot works, whichever interview episodes where you guys would, I think rather like it. It's like a gay Sex in the City, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. But I did write myself as a lead. Okay. So let's dive in to Kate Spade. It's already 23 minutes. I was trying to make this a short one. Oh. Oh, that's an interesting card. The Merlin card just popped out. So I think this actually does have something to do with it. The Merlin card means that at some point, Kate has either offspring or an apprentice or assistant that she trusted. But something about this shows that Kate has definitely trusted someone enough to share their knowledge with and inherit their empire, which would make sense. Does anybody know how old she is? I know someone just posted her birthday. I hate doing that. But I mean, like, since she's been around for a long time, I'm assuming she had to be pushing in her 50s to 60s. 55. How funny. So there's got to be an apprentice. Whomever is probably speaking on behalf of her would be the closest to her, and that person I think was in on it. Her husband. Tell me it's gonna be one of those. Great. So definitely someone knew everything about her to kind of like take her place on it. We're gonna keep that part out. Sister. Okay. Oh, Queen Mona, hi, honey. Thank you, Queen Mona, hi. So here we go. Okay. Well, y'all, here's the tea. It was a suicide. But it was, from what I'm getting from the cards, an assisted suicide. Homegirl literally just euthanized herself. Is that the word? Euthanized. Okay. And here's the reason why. Apparently, Kate Spade is quite a vain woman. So, unlike Madonna, or Cher, or Celine Dion, or any fucking buddy, or Donatella Versace, even, I mean, so just fine. All the other that are fighting to be there, and definitely fighting age. Kate set this up, which is something I've considered once too. So technically, the gatekeeper card shows at the time means it was a timed thing, and it was something that was destined to happen, and that she was planning for it all along. Let me go pee. Chat amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Oh. Sorry, you guys. I'm coming. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. So, back to what I was saying. It was an assisted suicide. Her husband and her had a very loving relationship still, so she wasn't a woman. Um, I don't know. I think it was assisted. Also, I do see she was very concerned about helping her sister. And I mean, again, you guys, here's the tea. Kate Spade, the Shimmer card shows she was very much into herself. I do see, at least I think, yes. So she was beginning to get plagued by mental illness. I'm getting like Alzheimer's, something. But again, we're looking at a very vain woman. Now, mind you, Kate Spade is still selling her brand to teenagers. And I kind of feel like she just kind of knew her number was kind of coming. I feel like there was a, an encroaching disease upon her. So she didn't want to go out, um, old. She wanted to die forever young. Also, I think she's also very concerned about her sister, her younger sister, I think. Is it younger? I would assume so. Oh my god, if it's not, then I'm just as bullshit as you know who. But she was just kind of ready. I think, again, I'm still getting a lot of love from her husband. So I kind of feels like she, wanted to go out in the blaze of glory, y'all. I mean, shit, if I make it big, when I make it big, I'll probably hire Hitman to kill me at the age of like 76, but like kind of do it when I'm not looking and then have him be a martyr, you know? And I think she wants to make it look like a suicide because what she definitely wants to have happen is that everything in her will, which I think was recently, maybe she wants to protect her girlfriend. I don't know. Whatever's in her will, she definitely wanted to have it. So she did pay the ultimate price. The Midnight Prince shows getting what you want, but paying the ultimate price for it. She had already bestowed everything about knowledge, to her husband and to her sister, which I am getting that her sister probably wanted to take over the brand and the name. But again, I think her sister was in some major severe debt that it all just kind of started to kind of work for her. But again, the darkness, the dark moon shows some kind of a depression, some kind of a recluse, some secret that she was holding from the media, so it's almost like the easiest thing to do would be to do this. She was tired, you guys. Tired. Also, going back to the vanity, there's only one way now for her name to not become like, who is that ugly purse designer? That one fad that everyone, like, Von Dutch or Betsy Ross. I think she definitely wanted to, like, go out in the highlight of her life where she's in control of it and in control of her brand. She worked so hard for it, and I think her brand was always, however long this has been going, but like the cute, yeah, she is. So like the cute, fun, flirty 30-something girl, and knowing that there's all these up-and-comers, knowing that at any minute a Kardashian could release a line, or Paris Hilton, or whatever, I think she wanted to go out in the height of her prime, not let her, like, her wills and her money go to waste. But again, her brand. I'm definitely getting the shimmer card, meaning she wanted to go out with a sparkle. And so I think it was an assisted thing. And unfortunately, they have enough money. Yeah, a legacy. So unfortunately, they have enough money for that to be a supreme cover-up. What we do know is that money, her price options are going to go skyrocketing. So that Kate Spade bag that I just got at Nordstrom's Rack will be double the amount if I wanted to sell it. Also, we will be in the public eye getting the appropriate answers, but again, fielded answers from the murky darkness that we all want to know. We will never get to know what truly happened, but I think Kate wanted me to talk to y'all about this so that on some level the truth is out there, and that it's also like it's okay to do this. Again, I do get a sense of a darkness inside of her that was she did not want to be Betsy Johnson, that's what it is, or Von Dutch, or she kind of wanted to like go out like an Alexander McQueen, where like her brand will be continuously sold and even continuously think, because again, she does have someone that she primed and ready to take over. Again, I think it's a mixture of her age, financial struggles for her family, a sickness. I mean, that's definitely what I get here. I mean, at 55, you know, with her lifestyle, there's got to be something that's going wrong. I'm kind of getting, you know, that it was definitely, I think, I think she's beginning to slip into dementia, or what's the other one, Alzheimer's? Something that, because the family loves her and because of her love, but whatever it is an act of love. And we will see Kate Spade being taken over by powerful females within the company and the people that were meant to carry on the brand. I mean, it's literally what she wants. And her husband even will carry on the Kate Spade name. I feel like he's going to be single for a while. So luckily, we can enjoy this suicide as opposed to be remorseful because it's a planned thing and it was meant to happen. No, she did not want to live her true life old. Shimmer card definitely shows that. Her vanity definitely comes through. And I think something, whatever sickness she was having, it might be cancer even, but whatever it was like cutting off her sex drive. Like, you know, what I think was happening to her, I'm getting visions of her in this, like, you know, what I think she always saw herself as is like this hip, young, Jackie O kind of an appearance, and then she started looking in the mirror and realizing it was fading. Her sister was also dealing with something really dark, and I'm just like, she wanted to be sure, and I think that maybe money troubles, maybe, I don't know, but I do we're not going to know whatever sickness it is. They're gonna stick to the suicide, and I think also she didn't want her brand to become bankrupt, you know. So that's kind of the ins and outs, and I think that's probably why she wanted to make sure that it was then. And also, technically, because she didn't do it, we do get to send her the light. So Trista, I light this candle in name and honor of you, Kate Spade, because you gave the world something great, and you gave us something even bigger in your death. You know what I mean? It's not like when Selena got shot. It makes me so sad because you think about how popular Latin music is. It's like so popular. What would Selena be doing right now? Would there even be a Selena Gomez if there was always Selena? In fact, I just rediscovered a song that was like so fierce and so sad. So, that is the Kate Spade shit. I think it was something along those lines, but whatever it is, it's going to be something that can't be traced in a biopsy. Obviously, there's going to be a biopsy, and obviously there was a lot of money and time invested in this suicide. Yeah, and she wanted to look good forever. So that's that. She wanted to tell me the true side of the story to y'all that are there's another song, it's great. Let's call this The Beat or something. Anyway, that's what I came on here to talk about with y'all. In 38 minutes, I'm gonna try to keep this as short as possible, but again, I really encourage everyone to go see Mean Girls, because I think it's a fierce movie, and it's even more fierce play. You know, and I will leave you with a monologue from Mean Girls, I think, which I've done before, but it's definitely a sticker, and it's definitely one that I definitely hope gets into the play, but here it is. What were you doing talking to Janice Ian? I don't know, I mean, she's so weird. She just started coming over and talking about crack. She's so pathetic. Let me tell you something about Janice Ian. We were best friends in middle school. I know, right? I mean, it's so embarrassing. I can't even... Whatever. Anyway, so those were at the same time when I started dating my first boyfriend, Kyle, who was totally gorgeous, but ended up moving away to Indiana. And, like, Janice was really jealous of him. Like, every time I'd maybe blow her off to hang out with Kyle, she'd be like, why didn't you call me back? And I'm like, oh, why are you so obsessed with me? So it was the same year that I threw an all-girls pool party for my birthday, and I was like, Janice, I don't think you can come because you know what? I think you're a lesbian. I mean, she was a lesbian, right? I couldn't have a lesbian at my birthday party. I mean, there'd be girls there in their bathing suits. So then her mom called my mom and started yelling at her. It was totally retarded. And then she dropped out of school because nobody would talk to her. And when she came back for freshman orientation in the fall, all of her hair was chopped off, and she was acting totally weird. And now I guess she's on crack. Oh my God, your skirt! I love it. Where'd you get it? Oh, it's my mom's. It's vintage. Totally adorable. That is the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen. So, you gonna send any holograms? I don't get them. I don't send them. I just get them. So you better send me one, biatch. Love ya. Not that. So if that doesn't inspire you to go maybe download the music, or a lot of the Spotify people, you should get up on that shit. And I love you all, and you heard it here first on me, True Hollywood Story, because I know what's up. Luckily, Kate Spade is in a better place, and it was an act of love. So we can all rest assured that it wasn't malice like Marilyn Monroe or anything. All right, I'm gonna go to bed at 11:30 ish. I'm gonna go to bed, and you all should go to bed too. Mwah. I will see you next week. Love you. Bye bye.